yes, that is the right number. I check because I'm a good boy.
Who else is everybody else? If you're Shaggy and you're Scooby, who are you, Aaron?
And realistically, I think he's the most fitting to be Shaggy, but
You already
Velma.
you want to smooch Velma? It's not. You aren't Velma. You want to smooch.
I only
Velma.
want to smooch Velma because I want to be Velma. And then Daphne, the taller lesbian, can dom the shit out of me. Even though we all know that Velma would be the top in that situation.
Definitely, dude. Daphne is such a bottom to Velma.
Still fucking with that stupid fucking video of just Fred and Velma walking in the door and they just hear the fucking squeals of being a hostage from Daphne. And just Velma perks up. She's like, that sounds like Daphne. It's just the only comment was, why does Velma know what gagged, moaning Daphne sounds like?
Hey guys, what's going on? We're Pokemon, obviously. Pokemon is here. We're in Pokemon.
you're talking about a Scooby-Doo RP.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where is they?
I mean, part of me would joke and be like, you could do a Scooby-Doo RP, except, you're just a different group instead of Scuba the Gang. I'm like, then really you're playing Monster of the Week.
Kinda, yeah.
We don't got in April. We don't got the FOMO today. I don't know where she is.
It's the session after session where she was here, so of course she's not here.
She's gone into the abyss, you see. So, we'll see. We'll see if she randomly shows up or not during the game. If she doesn't, that's fine. But if she dies, that's no skin off my bones. If any of you guys die, it's not my fault.
It's the skin off her bones because
Exactly.
she's dead.
Listen, all the skin bones are gonna be gone, every single bit of it. So
No,
we're still suffering from the explosion that happened that wiped away a bunch of stuff off of the room. I noticed a few other things that were missing within the last week, but I've tried to replace them as best I can. I don't think we have to worry too much about any more explosions. The Voltorb that exploded on us before is very much happy now. We gave it a little bit of electricity. It evolved. It's perfectly fine and perfectly content. Look, it's a cutie now. So I don't think we have to worry too much about it. We may even be able to put the shower curtain up again. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, he's just gonna hang out in there, happy, be fine. And things like that are going to be going on. Guys, you may notice something interesting at the top of the stream. You may notice something quite interesting. We have a donation goal, and that donation goal is already quite a bit high. And you might notice that Eclipse has gotten a big chunk of his stream boss taken away. This is because there is a helpless doggo. I don't have to tell you more because I just said the two words that obviously people should want to helpless doggo. But no, it is one of the things of any donations that we get this week is going to be going off to Phantom's doggo Loki. It's having a bit of problems. She's racked up some vet bills. And we're going to try to help alleviate them even the slightest. Which, from what I have talked to her about, we're doing quite a chunk, and she is very much with the boo-hoos and the cries. And God, I wish she'd grow up. Come on, Phantom.
Get over it.
Get over it already. God. But any amount that we get through Pokemon and through Mega Man we get later on in the week, and of course any of my little streams through the week as well, will go to Phantom to help out with this. This will also be used to be getting art, you see, because we're still going to be commissioning Phantom with this amount of money. So that is going to be interesting. Lonzo, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1. Thank you very much, my dude. But one thing that we've already decided to spend some of the funds on for you Pokemon people out there, which should be all of you because you're here.
And if you're not, I don't know why you're here, but thank you.
but we are going to be getting updated arts of probably all of the main cast. Probably minus Chemo, but we might get a Chemo. I don't know yet. We're probably gonna try to get a Sherry and a Reyna, maybe if like I feel like there's enough in the budget. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a Joy too. I don't fucking know.
Mahogany Joy.
We'll just get casual fucking Cleany Joy.
Yay.
Yeah, there we go.
She's part of the main cast now.
You guys have to keep her, because obviously.
Yeah.
It'd be great to have a nurse with you guys, obviously.
So you
So
guys
she-
promise that if I help you defeat Team Breakthrough, you'll buy a house, right?
To be fair, most likely it would be like, you guys promise that if I help you defeat Team Breakthrough, you won't make me come back, right? Because she just does not enjoy being in this town.
I mean, if she wants to come with us, then she's all for. Then we all for it.
She's their government-assigned Joy.
She's just like, there are so many people in this town who do not ever actually come and talk to me, but they say that I'm needed here. I barely have my doctorate. It's like, I haven't actually done anything to like do anything because no one ever gets hurt here.
I can't go to school anymore because I can't leave.
I am first aid certified Joy.
But anyway, so again, we don't have a FOMO, but we do have a Emerald Stag.
Yo, what up?
We do have a Eric VA,
What it do?
and we do have a Twitch.tv/FrozenFrost,
Mwah.
and we do have last week's art, including Fan-P Evelyn.
It's true. Heckin' cute.
With all that being said, with everything being known from everything here, but we are Team Break. So that's true. Like, you guys would have to like tell her to help stop Team Break, not Breakthrough.
Yeah.
Get used to it,
Need
guys.
to
Come on.
fill her in on the deets.
Yeah, she has to know the deets, guys. That is, of course, if you guys are able to survive this room. That
Which
you
we
guys
know
just
isn't
got,
going to happen.
which you guys just got locked in with several cooped up and angry Voltorb that have been here for years.
This is child's play. What are you talking about?
The four of them roll to you and all use explosion. So remember
Well-
those backup characters I had you guys make before? I'm kidding.
Time for Naruto RP.
It's like roll, 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 roll. The noise from Mario with the bombs.
This fucking Evelyn runs up and fucking Chris Pratt's with the Voltorbs.
Okay. With
Hold
all
on,
that,
they need to be. Oh, they're already dark. Dang, I was gonna try and see if I could highlight them to make them just almost pure black, and then they'd be bombs.
I don't like how I can't spin them. When like I can't spin all of them at once. I don't like that. There's like a button for that, and I can't remember it. Oh well, we're fine. With all that being said, my dudes, Keanu, Evelyn,
Uh-huh.
Varric, the three of you, as well as other. The three of you, as well as others, have stepped into a room. In front of you is a hallway that is completely made of black and white tiles. You guys can see the slight electricity sparking through the hallway, and there was a bit of a mist, a bit of a smoke around the floor, as these Voltorb seem to have risen up in front of you. You're pretty sure from where you are you only see 4? So, my guys, is there anything you guys want to do before this turns really bad?
I'll take a picture.
Yes,
Raina.
flash photography would do it.
Raina.
So, Keanu, go ahead and roll me for your perception.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
Six.
Keanu, you try to pull out your camera to take a picture. As you do, you notice that through your camera, unfortunately, the room is far too dark. The Voltorb are moving a little bit, and it's not letting you get a good shot. Like you take one, and then you look at the camera, and they were moving. One of them had their eyes closed. It just wasn't a very good shot.
Boo.
You left the
Guys,
lens
the
cap
lighting
on.
here
I'm
sucks.
kidding.
Guys, it's so dark my camera can pick up any like color at all.
As he says that, the Voltorb turn and are rolling toward the group. Varric, what'd you say?
Fucking, I was just kidding. I don't know what to do.
You guys could fight him. You guys could beat him up. Is that what you want to do? Do you want to do like you always do, Varric, and assault all of your problems?
No.
Because that's a good idea, to be honest.
That's a good idea, yeah. Duke.
There's
My
no
doggo
need for
ball.
violence.
I just have him out because he knows protect.
You throw out Duke. As you throw out Duke, these Voltorb seem to roll towards you guys, and as they do, they roll
return
to
Dusty.
the edges of their little squares. Again, this hallway is a checkerboard-ish looking hallway. They seem to roll to the edge of their squares, and they stop.
So, how you doing? Everybody feeling good today? Getting electricity? That's good.
You hear Voltorb. They don't.
Does that
talk.
sound like a happy Voltorb or an angry
Sounds
Voltorb?
like a roll me understanding.
Rolling. That's a 14.
Sounds like a Voltorb.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a Voltorb. They seem to all be looking at you.
What happens if I get closer to one?
You want to try?
Yeah.
You're going to try to get close to this
Re-
one?
I'm gonna try to slowly approach that one.
Okay. It seems to be on a black square. Currently you are standing on a white square. Do you want to try to interfere with its square? Do you want to do anything? What do you want to do, Evelyn?
Just gonna-
Check.
I beat you.
It gets mad
Or
and
I'm
explodes.
almost about to beat you.
It gets mad and explodes.
Oh, quitter.
I guess
Wow,
you'll
what a
try
rage
to
quit.
reach your hand out to it gently. I don't.
It
I'm
opens
not
its
here
mouth
to
like a
hurt you.
Pac-Man and stomps. I'm kidding.
I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just here to look around.
You're reaching toward it.
I mean, if it looks like it's about to fucking do something, she'll stop. But yeah,
You reach over toward it. Let's see if you can read the situation, Evelyn. See if you notice it changing at all. Go ahead and roll me in under another understanding.
all right. So inspiration. I don't want to die. Oh, that's pretty good.
15. 16.
21.
Do-do-do-do. You reach out toward this Voltorb. As you reach out toward it, you see that it does begin to narrow its eyes more. you notice a slight glow around it, as if it was preparing something, which could,
Okay.
which
She
you
pulls her
know,
hand back.
it could have been an explosion. Who's to say? I mean, a lot of things could be explosions.
Are they all in the same color square?
They are all on black squares. Yes.
Have you guys seen Indiana Jones and the Temple of Vileplume?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, okay.
What's why?
Oh, don't worry about it.
But yeah,
Yes, I
no, she-
have. How does it affect the situation, Keanu?
It's just, didn't the floor have something to do with it that other time?
Oh, yeah. I say, lying through my fucking teeth. Hey, it's not wrong. There's something
Yeah.
up at the floor.
Okie doke. Don't not into that.
Hold my babies.
Oh, okay. I got no problem holding babies.
Okay, so in the movie, you gotta go like this way.
What are you doing? You go out.
They're
and
all
step.
on black squares. I'm gonna step onto a white square.
You're gonna step on a white square.
Hmm.
You step on the white square. The ones directly in front of you, this one, turn their attention to you. The two here are still paying attention to the ones behind you.
Hmm.
They don't roll closer to you. They don't do anything of the sort.
Alrighty, I'm gonna keep stepping on white squares. I'm gonna go this way.
And the white squares, by the way, are very large. They're very large white squares. They're enough for the squares are enough for these things to roll around on. Like they're fairly large. These things are about going up to like the knees of a person. So you would think that the white squares are something like, I don't know, like fucking 10-foot squares. Who's to say? Probably 10-foot squares. But as you step through and get to these two, Keanu, these two here that were beside you seem to be them focusing on the people behind you. They do not focus on you.
Cool. I'm gonna keep hopping, skipping, jumping on white squares.
Okay. You make your way to the next white square, and we'll get to you in a second, Keanu. We'll see what happens to you. We'll see what goes on with you, my dude. Keanu moves forward. Do the
Yeah.
rest of you want to wait for Keanu? Do the rest of you want to go after him? What do you guys want to do?
I think Evelyn will try to follow him and doing the exact same moves that he did.
All right, are you gonna pass off his babies, or are you gonna keep his babies?
That's a good question. April, can you hold his babies?
You're holding the 1-ton Aaron.
Oh no, Piggy.
When we wonder why he cries.
By the way, Lil Yaya would have followed you.
Yeah.
Come on, Colonel.
Okay, you gonna step on with Colonel?
Yeah.
Colonel comes with you. Colonel seems to be eyeing them like hey, you want to fight? Colonel seems to be like following you, but at the same time like, hey, we could fight these guys.
Oh, we could totally do that, Colonel. I know.
I can take all four of them.
I know you could.
He doesn't say those things, but you know.
I she's reading his mind. That's the power she has now.
Do you want to make your way onto the white squares like Keanu did?
Mm-hmm.
Bing. When you get to there, we'll get to you in a second. Varric, what about you? Do you want to wait for everybody to go through? Do you want to wait for what's going on here? Do you want to go ahead?
I'm gonna wait, and for others to go through, because if one of these Voltorbs are like, "Hey, I'm gonna explode," I could send Duke to be like, "No, protect."
Cool. Sherry's gonna go forward.
Step on the white squares.
I don't like that you're doing this.
Doing what?
I don't like that you're doing the thing you're doing.
Doing what? Oh.
I don't like that you're gonna kill Sherry.
Oh. Oh.
Don't kill Sherry.
Keanu. So to make this more of a room here, let's just kind of get you guys all the way to the edge here, because there's more to the room than just the squares ahead of you guys. Keanu, as you make your way toward the part where you're at, you notice that as soon as you step onto the white square you're at, the rest of the light in the area seems to go down, and that does include the area behind it. When Keanu stepped here and you guys stepped where you were, the light seemed to dim in the room. You guys see more smoke begin to come up from the ground. The smoke seems slightly discolored as it came up. At this point, Keanu, you feel like you're a pretty perceptive boy, don't you?
I'm pretty perceptive.
Why don't you roll me that perception, my dude?
Well, okay.
See if you can keep a good look at it, because
Where
let's-
my
let's see
big
how
old
things go.
peepers at? 7 plus 4.
Okay, Keanu,
11.
you look forward. As you're about to step directly ahead of you, you notice that even if you were to be following the pattern, what is ahead of you, I guess diagonally down, what is ahead of you should be a white panel. However, you notice that the pattern changes. There is not a white panel in front of you where you're about to step.
Yo, they've gone full disco stew over here.
Do you want to step back from it, or do you want to step onto the black panel?
Are there only black panels?
If you were to follow the pattern, there would be a black panel where you're at.
Hmm.
You want to make your way back? Try to look around a
Yeah,
little
if I'm
more?
surrounded by black panels, then I'll probably walk around stuff.
Okay, you're standing on your 10-foot panel here. You're trying to gauge a way forward. As you do, again with that 11, we don't give you much. Evelyn, roll me for your perception.
Okie dokie.
Also, there was
Ooh, pretty good.
a $2 donation from Ronan. Says, did anyone buy/bring a flashlight? Inspiration to Keanu. Yes, let us give more inspiration to Keanu that he will not use unless it has something to do with something cute. What'd you get?
We technically have light, but yeah.
What'd you get?
I got an 18.
Well, you have light, but again, this is more smoke and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
You are able to follow after Keanu. As you do, stepping onto the square that Keanu is on, you notice him kind of stepping back. As you do with that kind of a roll, you notice that there is a bit of a change in the pattern. Directly ahead of you guys, instead of like down to the side, seems to be another white panel.
If this was the kitchen, then whoever owned the house would be real mad.
It's not very aesthetically pleasing, is it?
So
But there's
what?
a white one over there.
Huh.
Want to keep trying to move across them? Yeet. I
drop kick a
karate kick the
Voltorb.
Voltorb.
You drop kick a Voltorb. The Voltorb does not like this. You drop kick a Voltorb into Sherry.
Oh no!
Just pulling him all through.
Do you guys
It's
want
time to learn the way of the world, small child.
Do you want to step onto the one in front of you? I
Yeah, man,
noticed
no
you
fear.
moved. Okay, no fear. No fear from you either. All right, let's get back to what Sherry was doing. So Sherry
Oh Jesus!
did this.
No!
Because she's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. What do you mean? These things are harmless. They're Pokemon. So,
I'm assuming I didn't notice Sherry was following me.
Varric noticed. Damn it, Varric. What's wrong
Sherry's
with
about
you?
to get one of those lessons that all children learn at different points in life.
Sherry potentially will.
Oh
Let's see here, let me count up my inspiration.
no! No! Ulysses is gonna rip his shirt off and murder us.
It's like when the kid walks up and just fucking puts their hand on the stove and then they scream and you're like, well, what did you expect? And they're like, I don't know.
Sherry walks forward toward the Voltorb in front of her. As she does, the Voltorb seems to start glowing very slightly. It lets out a Voltorb. As it does, it does not go off.
Yay!
It rolled an 8. It did not go off.
Now she won't learn that lesson either. I mean, it's great she didn't die, but she won't have learned a lesson.
I mean, I was gonna use Gym Leader Shield, because, you know.
You were gonna use
I-
Gym Leader Shield on your Duke.
On Sherry. Duke was gonna use it for her, to protect her.
How?
Are you saying you would have him rush out and try to protect her?
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty quick reaction time.
He's got 10 speed.
As Sherry goes through this thing, the Voltorb seems to shine, and as it does, it seems to let off a flash. As it lets off a flash, Sherry at that point seems to get a very much a eye full of flash, and then lets out a little ah, and just kind of like falls over and sits onto the ground.
Well, at least you got flashbang.
Oh, what happened?
As Voltorb sits there, seemingly letting off a large amount of light, you look back, Evelyn. There is a large amount of light coming from Seb Voltorb behind you, and you see a Sherry illuminated by a lot of light, kind of rubbing her eyes, sitting on the ground.
I go back.
These things have 3 things they can do when you get on their squares.
All right, keep going forward.
You're gonna go back, Evelyn?
I'm gonna go back and meet up with Sherry.
You gonna get on the square?
No, I'm gonna go around.
Can't stop, won't stop.
You can't go on their on the squares, Sherry.
Keanu, you said you're going forward?
Yep.
Roll perception.
Natural 20.
Okay, so
Hell
Keanu, with
yeah.
that flash from earlier, as this thing let out a very bright flash of light, you looked forward, and as you did, you saw a couple of things ahead of you. First thing you saw, boop, boop, boop. The squares surrounding you currently seem to be a white square that you're on, a white square beneath you, but nothing to go forward with, and a white square ahead of you. You go ahead, and again, with a 20, you notice... Boop, and... Where are you at?
Oh.
You notice what appears to be another Pokemon down there. This Pokemon seems to be letting off some sort of smoke.
So, dude.
Coughing.
What?
Unlike the rest of the Voltorbs, he seems to be fucking having time of his life. As you have stepped on there, you note that this area over here, where Yiye is a white square.
Fucking yeah, you're just floating along like, yeah, squares, whatever.
Yeah, it just seems to be like, just hanging out with you, man.
Yeah.
Do you want to move to the square? Do you want to see what's up with the
Nice
coughing?
to
What do you
meet
wanna do?
you. No, it's good. He seems like he's happy. Hey, what do you eat down here?
Roll me for expression.
Okay. Not great.
Coffee.
All right, man. Well, I mean, whatever suits you, I guess.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
coffee?
You have a good day. I hope it stays fresh.
You want to head forward?
Yep.
As you head forward, getting onto this section, everything will again dim once again. But Evelyn, you make your way back. You pull Sherry off of the square she's on, and she just goes, "Ah,
Kind of.
that was very rude."
They're not. I don't think they're in the best of moods, Sherry.
Hmm. She's like still holding her eyes. She's like, "Give me one. Give me one.
What do you mean?
Give me one.
Give you what?
I want to catch it.
Uh,
That'll
are you
show it."
sure? I think we should probably move along. I don't think it'll be even less happy if you try to do that.
Just to make things a little bit more notable, so you guys know, kind of, it's like a 3-pronged hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Anywho,
Representative.
as she's just like, "I'll catch it and I'll show it to do that to people."
I think it'll just do it more if you do that. If I'm being real.
Mm. The Voltorb was just staring at her and staring at you. Do you want to try to get her to go back? Do you want to try to go on yourself? What do you want to do?
Well, I don't want to leave her alone.
Mm.
You want to? We should probably.
It would suck if she was
Catch her.
like 10 more feet away from Varric and the others who are standing over there.
Yeah. Do you want to keep going, or what do you want to do aside from catch this thing? Aside from catch this lovely Voltorb. Hi, by the way.
Staring at you.
Just waves a little bit and looks back to Sherry.
There we go. Now they're more in line. Sherry is going to look toward the Voltorb, and she is going to roll. She is very much looking at the Voltorb with a grumpy growl, but rubbing her eyes. She's very much content sitting where she's sitting at. She got flashed point blank. She's fine. She doesn't want to move right now.
Okay. I'm gonna go catch up with Keanu. Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Hi. Just passing through. Lovely to meet you. How's it going?
You know that one square ahead of you is safe.
Okay, so
You're good.
do I also see the coughing or
You
no?
do not yet. Roll me for your perception. Because again, things got dimmer.
He's got dark.
You know there's
again,
an
yeah,
orb there.
He saw it because of the flash.
Yeah.
The 14.
14. You
Yeah.
see in front of you what appears to be a different Pokemon. You notice because this one's levitating.
Oh. Hi.
Coughing.
Does that sound like coughing to me? I'm guessing.
Oh well, if it isn't new visitors. Hello, I'm kidding. Coughing seems to be looking over at you as it just goes, glory of Team Rocket.
Gloria. Team Rock. Wait, what?
Glory of Team Rocket.
Team Rocket's not here anymore, are they?
For the glory of Team Rocket.
Okay. Well, you seem to be having a great time. So, I guess just keep being you, man.
All right.
How long have you been here, by the way? I guess I should ask you that.
What do you mean?
Well, has it been a while since you saw anyone come through here, or
Probably.
you don't know?
We were just released again.
Just now?
We are set to be released whenever someone comes through without the proper key cards.
Oh, what do you eat?
Yep, I'm kidding. We are in Pokeballs.
Oh. Okay. Well, does it ever get like boring?
Probably. I'm kidding.
Okay. Well, I gotta make sure my friend doesn't like die. So I'll maybe see you later. Maybe not. I don't know.
All
Keep
right.
having a great-
Who are you talking to?
Oh, it's just a coughing. It's fine.
Ask it how to turn it off.
Turn what off? Yeah, I don't think he would know.
Keanu,
I don't know. Do you...
Uh-huh.
you made your way to the next little square. Evelyn is rushing to keep up with you after talking with a coughing for a second. Go ahead and roll me one more time for some perception, real quick.
Yeet. Yeah.
Keanu, you're not sure.
I jump downwards and forward, downwards diagonally.
Okay, so I have a
Yeah.
question.
Heck.
Oh, you're okay. You're gonna go. You're
Not
gonna go.
throwing lead.
You're gonna go diagonal middle. You're gonna go to the middle path. Is that what I'm hearing?
If there's a row of 3 and I'm at the top, then yes.
Okay.
Go that way. No, that way, that way, that way.
Keanu, when you get here, you notice that there's only one Pokemon on this row, and it's right there.
Hey!
The square below you does not seem to have any sort of orb there, and the square you're on does not seem to have any orb there. In fact, as you look down below you, Keanu, you notice what appears to be a door. However, you note that the hallway continues on.
We'll go through the door.
You want to go down to the door?
Yeah.
Evelyn, as soon as you got onto the square that Keanu was on, he seemed to jump off in a direction. What do you want to
Oh.
do?
Wait up, Keanu. And she's gonna follow.
Gonna follow him?
Yeah.
Boop. Coffee!
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi.
At this point, you guys just want to try to check out that door.
I guess, yeah.
All right, Varric.
Yeah.
As you were back here, you notice that Sherry is sitting where she's sitting. As soon as they got to where they are at the door, the lights seem to very much dim themselves to a point where you're not sure if you can see the path ahead of you any longer. As Sherry is sitting there, she seems to like kind of stumble her way back, holding her eyes. She's like, Varric,
Yes.
give me a Pokeball.
I don't have any more. Also, I can't imagine that these aren't wild Pokemon.
What do you mean?
Well, you can only catch wild Pokemon with Pokeballs.
Why?
That's how they're designed.
She like looks forward as she does. I'm gonna have her roll for her intelligence to see if she notices anything.
Oh, jeez.
She has a pretty high intelligence.
I generally just get scared anytime Sherry rolls anything.
Again, she was kind of sitting there, and as she's looking off toward the Voltorb, she's like, they all did sort of show up pretty suddenly whenever we came in the door. Do you think maybe their Pokeballs are here?
They could be. Like, where? I didn't hear any balls hitting the ground.
She looks toward the Voltorb. Again, at this point, you guys can kind of barely see them, like the first 2 rows. But as she's looking forward, she seems to look back towards you. As she does, you guys see Chemo make her way forward as she goes, "April, hold my baby."
I can hold it. I think April has enough babies.
There we go.
I don't think she has nearly enough.
Everyone gets a baby day.
As she looks forward, she's like, "I'm not really sure how far this is, but I mean, judging by the last room we were in, I can try to see if I can get to the other side. We can't just leave Evelyn and Keanu in there."
If you think you can do it, give it your best shot.
Chemo begins to close her eyes and looks like she's trying very hard to do something. As this happens, you guys hear a noise seems to come from some sort of speaker system up in the ceiling of this place. As this noise seems to go on, all of the Voltorb in the room seem to start shaking very violently. As this happens, again, whenever I told you guys you were looking around the room, you guys saw slight static charges throughout the room, just kind of like up in the corners and like kind of around the room. Those seem to start charging up even more. As they do, Chemo seems to grab her head in some sort of pain and frustration. Not again.
What happened?
Chemo seems to stumble back a little bit. I'm gonna roll for her endurance really quick because she's getting fucking discharged. Oh no.
Chemo now?
As Chemo attempts to do this, I had told you guys last time, whenever you guys were going through that, were going through that door, I think I told you guys after game, that the door actually had some precautions to stop Chemo from teleporting through it. There are precautions in here for psychic trainers because they lived right next to a very famous psychic gym with a bunch of psychic Pokemon and psychic people. They didn't like that there were people who could just fucking do whatever they wanted around them. As Chemo begins to attempt to do something like this, the room gets filled with some sort of electrical charge. As it happens, she seems to almost go cross-eyed for a second, just from the amount of electricity that just goes through the room. As it happens, both her and probably any water Pokemon in the area. Sorry, Tungsten.
Oh no.
And Biggie.
Biggie's a normal type.
Oh, he's still a normal type. Okay.
Yep. As both of them look like they seem to get some sort of a charge through them. Chemo looks like she was doing something and then basically almost collapses to the floor immediately, with a very audible thud when she hits the floor.
Oh shit. Chemo.
You rush over toward Chemo. Evelyn and Keanu, you guys hear that alarm system seem to go off, and you hear Chemo seem to yell out from the other side of the room, and you hear Varric call out toward Chemo. The alarm was very swift. It seems to go away almost immediately, but you did hear that from where you are.
I put my hand back from the hat. Sorry.
Are you guys okay?
What's gonna happen again? 1 second. I'll open it fast.
You just go right through?
Yeah.
You go to open the door. It is not locked, Keanu. You step right through. Evelyn, what are you gonna do?
She shouts back. It's like, what happened? Is everyone okay?
We'll get to Keanu in a second then.
It was just Chemo. Something weird happened. Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel like I just lost 2 HP.
Not 2 HP.
I'm gonna go ahead and help her get up.
Yeah, Psychic too. Yeah, but he didn't do shit. Yeah, didn't do fucking
It doesn't
anything.
punish them for existing. It punishes them for doing things.
Well,
Hey,
tungsten
Sounds
Duco,
is
come for your
like-
butts, not my butts. Hold on for a second. Han, I didn't notice this. About 20 minutes ago. My bad. Gave 200 bits. Says for Keanu.
Ooh.
Oh.
Cool.
Thank you,
That's good.
Father.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Father. There you go.
Into the pile you go.
Do-do-do-do. Neither did tungsten. Yeah, but tungsten is a water type. It's weak to electricity. I didn't have tungsten take damage, but tungsten definitely felt the electricity in the air. Either way. Do-do-do-do. As she just kind of like looks back up at you. It's not that bad. It's gone now, basically.
Well, why did that happen though? It's weird.
She sits up. As she looks around, I'm gonna have her roll for some sort of knowledge check here to see if she knows anything about the Team Rocket thing. Since she lived here in Johto for basically most of her life. See if she knows literally anything about them. Okay.
Hey.
That's pretty good with
Hey.
that +3 intelligence as well. Do-do-do-do. I don't know much about this place, but I do know that.
Look, we have more.
Hold on a second. Skank Squeaky just donated $10 and it hurts my brain. Ah! Squeaky, thank you for the $10. Who's that go to, Squeaky? Does it just go to the doggo, or is that going to any of the characters in particular? Just Phantom? All right, cool. Everything's gonna be going to Phantom this week, Squeaky. So don't worry about that. All right, that's gonna be 5 inspiration to the enemies then.
Oh boy.
Perfect. Because that's how I'm going to interpret this. Wahahaha. Damn it!
It
She
goes
said
to-
nah. Give it
It
to
goes
Keanu.
to any doggos.
Damn it! She said nah. Give it to Keanu. Fine. Damn it. Actually,
Aw,
hold on.
man.
If I give 5 more, how much is that gonna be? You have. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say it out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're fine. Don't even worry about it. Thank you very much, Squeaky. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I heard a while ago that Team Rocket in their prime, they had a bunch of people on their payroll, including some people that my sister said were psychics. Maybe they have some sort of preparations against this kind of thing. Squeaky's like, might as well throw my throw my rival a bone.
Mwah. Thanks, Yummy. Let's get that boy, girl.
Thanks, sis. Thanks,
Well,
yo,
we may
man, my
compete
artificial
for Daddy's
sister.
love. I wish you success in all other ventures other than Daddy's love.
Joker, look,
Uh-oh.
we have more.
Damn it, Ronan. Okay.
What happened?
Thanks for the $2, Ronan.
Ah.
All right, another card for Keanu. Keanu, that makes your 30th.
Make these balls hot.
Not all of them. Remember, the pit inspiration doesn't get turned white.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you very much, Ronan. He's gonna add more to his working like monolithic pyramid over here.
His monolithic pyramid of fake cards also.
Yeah.
That's explode at any
To
time.
chaos.
Oh my god, that fucking pile. Oh my god. Anywho, as she explains this, she's like, my parents and sisters were always really upset over that kind of thing. I guess it was true.
Mm. Oh. That's not good.
Does he have 2 smash dice? No. He has a smash dice, and Vivi has a smash dice. He has a smash dice, and his Eevee has a smash dice. You see.
Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
He
I
wants
was about to
do
call
the
bullshit.
smash.
She's like, I was about to call bullshit. But she seems to sit up from that. What do you want with that new info? Ah,
We
geez.
have
How
more-
Setzer with the $60 donation. Fuck you.
Wow.
He says, make that another fake card to Keanu. Okay, Keanu. You know, like
Wow.
last week, whenever I'm like, cool, I finally have like enough things on Keanu to like not have him get every single fake card left. You can now with your five cards, you can get every single fake card left.
Can you clone my pile?
you want these more than you want the fucking fake cards. Here you go, man.
That is debatable.
Oh.
Add more fake cards. They already have more fake cards in Pokemon than we have in all the other games. There are 15 fake cards in Pokemon. All the other games have 12.
You know, there are other things you could donate for, like, you know, precision Pokemon.
Nah, we're not
inspiration to
telling
the
we're not
enemy.
telling people how to spend their money. Shush.
I'm not telling them how to. I'm just saying there are options.
With that, again, she sits up after saying that. You can basically understand that Chemo is not gonna be able to get you guys out of this place in a pinch, or teleport you guys through this place while you guys are here. If what she seems to think is correct is correct.
And you said there's no light in this room now, right?
It is very, very dim. You guys can see the first 2 rows of Voltorb. Or they can see the first 2 rows of Voltorb. You can see the coughing, and Voltorb. You can't see the ones ahead of you because there's even more smoke over here. Ooh. Again, we'll get to Keanu in a second.
Mhm.
It'd be really
Okay,
weird
you
if he
can
got
do
in there and screamed, though. So, like, maybe we should get to him right now.
Yeah.
Where's that? There it is. Bang. Do. We'll flip it just cuz. Kiana. You make yourself into a large room. This room seems to have a kind of like almost like a business conference room sort of feel to it. As you walk in, you notice there are still these screens slash windows along the walls that seem to like look off down into the area below. You notice that these windows and walls are a little bit less tinted than the other room that you were in. So potentially you could see more through them. Who's to say? All through this place, there are a couple of different types of cabinets and other things of note. And would you like to roll me for your perception while you're in here?
Would I like to roll perception? Natural
Okay.
20.
Shit.
Are there any like buttons that make like the floor under the chairs like go away and they fall into a pit?
Well, this chair at the very end seems to have a couple of buttons underneath the seat that one could push potentially if they had the audacity to.
I'm gonna go push those buttons.
Well, you go do that while I tell you the rest of the stuff in the room.
Okay.
You press the buttons as like the 3 chairs on the edge just fall. Like it doesn't lead to like a shark pit or anything. There's just a pit under there. They probably lead into the room below this room that you guys have been seeing through the windows and things. This is an evil lair. Fucking 100% they have shit like that.
Nice.
As you look around the room as well, though, you do notice that there are Do-do-do. Pop. Ah, dang it. Even more Voltorb in the room. As you go and press buttons on the side of the thing, these Voltorbs seem to almost come out from the walls. As these 3 Voltorb come out from the walls, they seem to not go any further, but upon you pushing one of the buttons under there, they seem to basically be stopping, be like protecting a certain piece of the wall back here. Walking up to a thing and randomly pushing buttons.
Huh. So
Other
they're
than
like
that-
just chilling in front of the wall, and all right, I'm gonna spin the chair so it's facing away from the entrance, and I'm gonna sit in it.
well, before that, you got a 20, so I'm going to tell you the other perception-based thing in the room.
Okay.
Other than that, you notice that there is a bit of light coming up from the area below. You see sparks of light coming up from the room below this, and you probably guess it's because of what happened in the other room a minute ago. Whenever all that stuff was going on, the alarm was going on. But there is light down there at the moment. You could potentially see down there if you wanted to look.
Yeah, I'll go take a look. I'm more curious than I am stupid, although I definitely want to. I want to spin the chair around and then not sit and then go check this out and then get ready to sit in it.
You look down into a room below. It seems to be a very large, almost kind of like freight-ish room. I'm in the wrong section. And I believe it's that one. No, it's this one. Boop. You seem to look down into a large section of this room. It seems to be somewhat of a storage area, but also seemingly a generator of sorts. As you look down into the area, you notice that there are several Pokemon down there.
No, they look happy.
You notice that off in different parts of the room, seemingly attached to different parts of the generator, there appear to be Electrode, which are kind of just bigger versions of the thing you found over there.
With mouths.
Upside down versions.
Sure. You can't see underneath the platform here, but you do see that there are at least 5 Electrode in the room.
Do I see the chairs?
The chairs that fell.
Yeah.
It took me a second. I actually looked like, what are you fucking talking? You see that the chairs, unfortunately got smashed by gears and things moving down below. Luckily, nobody was sitting in them. That would have sucked.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that changes my plans. I was gonna... Okay, never mind.
With that being said, does that change anything you want to do?
Nope.
You just come back and sit in the chair and stare at the Voltorb in the wall. As you were doing that, Evelyn, Keanu's been in that room a long time.
Are you guys coming over, or what are you doing?
What do you think, Varric?
It'd help if they could get the lights back up, but I don't know if they can from that side. I don't know what's past there, so
April looks to you. Do not worry, Varric. I will watch the fair maiden. You make your way across, and I will stay hither.
all right, you watch the princess as well.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like how Reina is totally capable of getting over there, she's just not.
She's just fucking sitting here, man.
Just floating like, wow, this is really interesting.
No one's asked Raina anything. She's just fucking floating here, and she sees Stuffle, and she's just kind of like petting him, and Joy is just like, I'm just glad to be here, man. We really need art of this, Joy.
This
I
is
want
the
it so
most
bad.
exciting thing that's happened, well, ever.
As you do say that, though, Raina does not speak up to do anything. However, as you get ready to go forward, she goes, "Oh, would you mind if I tagged along with you? There could be some Pokemon through here. I mean, I see there's Pokemon here, but maybe there, if you know,
Sure.
if I'm not gonna be too much of a bother, I do know that I can aid if there's any hurt Pokemon, including yours. I brought
All
plenty
right.
of potions,
Awesome. Let's
and
go.
I'll even make
Hell
them
yeah.
half off."
Cool. Let's go.
For the low price of full price.
You guys step forward into the area, into the white square you see here. You step into the other white square you can see. Varric, roll me for your perception.
Oh no.
Even this
perception.
seems very like, you know, like, how am I gonna fucking have you step onto a Voltorb? So basically, roll me perception. If you get like a 6 or less on the, if you get like a 3 or less on the roll, I'm having you step into the Voltorb.
All right.
Cool.
Let's see
All right.
here. Oh
You're
no.
good.
Perception. My worst.
You're good.
Stat.
You're good. You did it. Okay, so
I haven't rolled. I haven't rolled yet.
oh, I thought you rolled a 13.
No, I haven't rolled yet. No.
Did you get
I
a
just
3?
know that with my
You didn't get a
luck-
3. You're fine.
All
Okay, so
No, no, I got a crit. Shit! After I rolled, I knocked my headphones out.
you step into the area here. Go ahead and give me another roll. We'll see if you find anything out through here. Go ahead. Give me another perception. I can't. You need like a 3, and you're just putting it
Oh,
stuff
there
into
you
it.
are.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
16.
you know what? I agree with you. That was probably a good idea because that was almost a 3.
10. Yeah. I know my luck, Blue.
You step forward into the next one. Go ahead and roll me again.
All right.
If you get this one, since Evelyn is standing on the other one, I won't make you roll the next one. But you have to get this one though, or you walk into the fucking coughing.
I
like,
don't.
turn on my watch and try to
There we
fucking
go,
shine
7.
the light.
7 and 6.
Shine
I'm
your
fine.
light. Boop,
I got 13 in total. I'm fine.
boop. Evelyn, I'm assuming you wait for Varric since Varric and Joy made things about coming over. That way you can help them get onto the square. Is that fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good, because that's the only way I could really justify this room.
Okay.
I don't. There's no way for me to have you guys step on Voltorb you've already seen. So I it's just like, you know, it's this room is only dangerous the first time through. Luckily, there's still half of a room left, but let's not think about that too hard.
Oh, there's another, like, it's a longer hallway than just this?
Yeah, we got to a door, but it continued on, and then Keanu's like, "I'm going
Yeah,
in this
the
door."
rest of the room is much thicker with smog and smoke, probably meaning there's more coughing that way. But let's not
Or
think about
wheezing,
it. Or wheezing.
Or maybe even a wheezing.
Maybe a wheezing.
or spooky ghastly.
So now that I'm
Ghastly.
so
Yeah, it used to be
so
able to
now that I'm
What's up,
Oh.
Emerald?
Oh no!
now-
What's up, Emerald?
so now that I'm by the store, are there any like labels on the store, like head admin room, golf, or like fucking common room? I don't know.
Looking at the door, seeing if there's any type of label to the room, you do find again that it seems to say conference hall.
Conference hall, cool.
Keanu went in here, so yeet.
Well, if that is what we have to do, yeet.
Well, let's go, Duke. Yeet.
Furfru. I'm kidding.
What does Duke sound like?
You haven't asked yet.
That's a question for a later time.
You haven't talked to Duke yet.
Bark.
You guys
Sniff.
step into the room. As you do, you notice there's a figure seated away from you, facing away from you in a swivel chair. in this very evil-looking hall. This very evil-looking room.
Who's there?
I see you finally arrived. It just slowly turns around. Keanu petting fucking little yeah.
Oh, she's
Keanu, I should have known.
I see you've become acquainted with my assistants, number 2, number 7, and number 9.
You won't get away with this.
Oh, but I already have, Varric. I already have.
Perfect.
All right, enough goofing around.
What?
I mean,
So-
yeah.
Ugh.
You guys already see, like, over one of the large R's in the room, he's already plastered the Team Skull emblem.
How?
I've been very busy.
You find anything interesting?
There's a bunch of big these things over there. I didn't name them yet because I wasn't thinking of more numbers. I put chairs in that room and they exploded, so don't stand there, or there, and then have someone push any of these buttons that are in front of me.
Like this button, this
Um,
button, or this button, as 3 holes appear
Pushes
in the
all
floor.
of them.
As 3 holes appear in the floor where those chairs were.
Oh,
Yeah, because they're like, I think they're murder buttons. Pretty
Oh my.
awesome, though.
I wonder if they were ever used.
And then these guys don't, I think, want me to go over there, so I didn't.
what's over there? What does it look like?
Oh,
What's
a
over-
wall.
It is basically just a wall.
Are they just guarding the wall, or
Seems like
just
it.
the room?
Sometimes guys gotta protect the wall, yo.
Can I get a little
Okay.
closer to the wall and see if it's like a secret fucking switch or something?
You start making your way to the
Secret
wall.
tunnel.
As you do, both number 7 and number 2 begin to look at you angrily.
Okay. Everybody's chill. No need for explosions. I know you like to do that. It's like enjoyable or something, but you know,
You think I like to do that, but actually I'm far more worried that one day my temper will get the better of me, and that mistake will happen to someone that I care about.
oh well, I got some faulty information then.
Valtar. I'm kidding.
Oh, fuck.
That guy didn't know what he was talking about. It's endless pain.
They seem to be keeping you away from. They seem to be keeping you away from the wall. They seem to like kind of get closer to you a little bit as you get closer to it. Looking back toward the wall, you notice. Roll me for a perception to see if you notice anything. You
Knowing
notice
now that there are
absolutely
secret
nothing.
trap doors, maybe there's a secret fucking switchy wall. Hey, 17.
17?
It's pretty good.
Okay. Looking off toward the wall, you notice it just seems like a regular wall. When Keanu was playing around with the buttons, however, looking at the wall, something changed. But
What?
you don't know what. You notice that there was some sort of movement, maybe?
Keanu, push those buttons again.
Okie dokie, beep boop boop beep boop.
Keanu starts pushing all the murder buttons again. As he does, you watch the wall very closely, and it seems to get fuller?
Like it's like kind of expanding outward.
No, it's just really weird. Something changes. You're not entirely sure what. It's almost like it begins to get a bit more of a solid color, almost.
Is it like a hologram wall?
Who knows?
Bruh.
Huh. Well, I don't want to make that. I don't want to get these guys upset and then die by extension.
It is rather counterproductive.
Here, actually, hold on. I got a thing. Do I have a thing? I don't think I have a thing. I was wondering if I had a thing to make him sleep, but no.
I mean, if we go back and get the baby, I can make it sing at them. Or try if he's not crying.
Hey, Keanu.
Or if
Uh-huh.
Can
Raina
I try
came
the
through.
buttons?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna try the buttons. And I'm gonna try to see if
You
I can
probably
find-
know how evil buttons work better than me, anyways.
I do not. I've never had a chair with buttons on it.
The chair
No,
doesn't
I
have
like
buttons
the
on it.
idea.
The underside of the table does.
Oh, the table has it. Alright, I'm gonna try and find the button that did something to the wall.
I see you're not familiar with this model.
You start pressing the buttons as you do. Evelyn, the wall becomes slightly less colorful.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I'm gonna hit that button again.
Slightly more colorful.
I'm gonna hold the button.
Slightly less colorful.
Is it just this?
Yes,
What is
I
this
think
wall?
it's a binary thing. It's either on or off.
Push one of the other buttons. See what that does.
Oh, those are the murder hole buttons.
Every
you
button-
you
every
press
other
another button. The chair beside the chair that you guys are at falls into the fucking pit.
See?
I'm
Yikes.
gonna look. Can I just quickly look underneath to see if the buttons are fucking labeled or something?
You look under to see if the buttons are fucking labeled. There are no labels on the buttons.
Ugh.
Wouldn't that just be a big old thing?
How many buttons are there?
There are as many buttons as there are chairs here.
Makes sense. You want to be able to kill everyone.
There are only as many buttons as there are chairs.
Yep. Which means the one he's sitting on is probably
Doesn't have a-
is probably the one that is doing whatever to the wall. Because why would you try to kill yourself?
It's true. There's much
Ah.
more like direct ways to throw yourself into moving. By the way, if you look at it, you can see what happened to all the chairs.
Oh yeah, really? What happened to all the chairs?
You
Right
look
there.
down. You see what appears to be a extremely large, kind of freight-ish room. That seems to be again like a bunch of moving gears, machinery, mostly looking like it's some sort of maybe a generator. You see a bunch of electrodes and a bunch of chairs destroyed on gears.
It's ultimately not the most environmentally conscious
In fact,
way
since
of
you guys just
murdering
pushed a
people.
button, you guys see the one that you guys just sent flying down is actually getting crushed in one of the gears.
Huh.
Yeah, it's not very environmentally conscious. Like, you could definitely be doing more. I think if they were to redo this, I would recommend that they have the chairs just fold into like a slide shape, and then it just throws the person into the chute. That way, you only kill the human and not the chair. Because then you got to buy more chairs,
Yeah, they probably spent a lot of money on chairs.
probably.
You want me to?
That's probably why
you
they
want me-
failed.
You want me to see if I can call up Chemo, get her to send Raina over, see if she can see what's going on?
I don't
I mean,
know.
I'm always down for Raina to be around, but I don't know if she could. I guess she could float in the other room and talk to those guys, and they'd be like, Voltorb or whatever they say.
Well, just so like maybe see what's on the other side of this thing.
There's a window. Oh, that thing.
Yeah, this
She'd
one.
have to get through the Voltorbs first, though.
She can go intangible and stuff.
I guess.
Sure, believe that if you want.
I mean, definitely. She can. She's shown the ability to be able to do that.
Yeah, I'll call up Chemo then.
You attempt to call up Chemo, rolling for your luck. Because there was just a pulse of electricity through this place. And you're underground. You're fine.
Yay!
Yeah, in fact, the phone works better down here.
That's weird.
Wow, you
You're running
fucking
low
got
on
really good.
charge.
You got really good fucking reception down here.
I knew using the Rocket Network was always going to be the best thing.
Got like 6 bars down here.
I have
didn't think-
another bar.
I
I
didn't
didn't even
think that
know it
was
went
possible.
that high.
As you call up Chemo, as Chemo's like, that's really weird. I thought these things wouldn't work. Wow, I have 6
Yeah,
bars.
it's really weird. Amazing reception.
Hi, Evelyn.
Hello. Do you think you could send Reina over? I think we kind of hit a little bit of a snag with something. She can maybe help out with.
Hey, Chemo.
Kiana says
yeah,
hi.
whatever. Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Raina, do you want to? And then the phone goes dark because she's like talking.
Hmm.
Do-do-do. Raina, let's roll for you really quick.
I like Chemo. I think she's nice.
Yeah, she's real nice.
Oh, great.
Do your ghost thing.
As she starts moving through the hallway, you guys hear explosions from the hallway.
Oh. Oh no.
Is explosion a fire
I'm
type?
I'm gonna
Explosion
go.
is a normal type move.
I'm gonna go check
geez.
on
Raina
Raina
comes in the
real
door.
quick. Oh, hey.
Hey, Rana.
Are you okay? Nothing bad happened, right?
Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. I got worried when I heard explosions.
She just kind of like looks back to you guys. Oh yeah.
Type advantages, huh?
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. There's this wall that seems kind of weird.
By the way,
And
that would have gotten this one, this one, this one, and this one.
No!
Not this
Not
one.
coughing!
She rolled a 4 for her perception. She just went straight forward.
He seemed real nice. That coffin. But yeah, this wall seems pretty weird, and I was thinking maybe there was something on the other side of it.
Oh yeah, I wonder if there
you
is.
maybe, do you think you could maybe check it out?
Well, I mean, there's a wall there. Oh, you want me to go through the wall?
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, well, these guys don't look very happy.
Yeah, can you like do invisible stuff too?
I don't think so.
Oh.
So here's an idea.
What's
Go
up?
over here to where this wall is,
Mm-hmm.
and you
As,
just sort
as
of
you
do
do
like
that,
a...
as you do that, number 9 comes over to you, and number 7 comes over to
Oh, there was a third one. I didn't see that.
you. They
Never
go
mind.
away.
I thought there was just those two.
Nope.
Oh. Gonna.
And we could just try to like jump through, but that might be it might just be a solid wall for all I know.
Currently, right now,
I
it
mean-
is in the not as much color state.
I'm gonna push a button and make it all colorful.
It is now colorful.
I'm gonna throw a chair at it.
Why?
What chair?
That's
The-
like
You
The
pick up one of the
simplest
chairs.
explanation.
As you do, you chuck it over. Roll me strength.
Alrighty, I can do that. Man,
I believe
20
you.
minutes trying to figure this shit out.
Fucking do it.
60, 17.
You yeet that fucking chair up against that wall. It hits the wall. It's like freaking the leg falls off of it.
Alright, push a button and throw another chair.
You press the button as it becomes less colorful, and you throw another chair. The other chair goes right through the wall.
There we go, okay. So now we know which one, because I figured there was, yeah.
Ah.
So how do we want to deal with the Voltorbs?
They seem very
Um,
agitated now, by the way, because chairs were just thrown near them.
Oh, sorry, dudes. It's just if I come over there, you'll
Uh,
kill me.
Hey, Raina.
Hmm?
What kind of moves do you know?
She can dance really good.
Oh yeah, can you do that? Like, can you still do that like song thing you did that one time?
What? Oh, yeah.
Boom. Oh, right, it still has, like, drawings on it. Because it's a Miss Magus now. So it has a drawing on it. Mean look, Parasong, Destiny Mon. I can look at things all mean. I can bond with things. And I can perish them.
So how about we perish them?
Are you sure?
I mean,
I mean, it just kind of like puts him. Well, it doesn't put him to sleep, but
at this point, it's either that or we fight all three of them at once.
Hmm.
And although that they might just do that anyway. But doing that at
Guys,
least
she only
means-
has Power Gem when she's in Miss Magius form. How is she gonna Power Gem without a gem, guys?
Silly.
True.
Anyway.
It seems like the path of least resistance.
I'm gonna go sit on the floor and I'm gonna wave at number 9.
He looks at you.
Me.
He does not.
Oh, come on, man! Don't be like that. Learn so much about each other. Something, Team Rocket. Something.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
What did you say? You said something,
Something,
Team Rocket?
Team Rocket. Something.
He seemed to look at you when you said Team Rocket.
Team Rocket.
He's looking at you.
Team Rickshaw.
He gets angry.
Team Rick Santorum.
Angry.
Rocket.
You
Okay,
know.
well I can get his
Oh, is that
attention,
what
but I
this
can't do it.
is?
What?
Is that? Are they like looking for Team Rocket people? Is that what this is?
I think they're like guards.
You say
like
Team
the ones in the
Rocket,
hallway.
Evelyn, and the three of them look at you.
Is he?
Well, that's okay, because we're Team Rocket.
They all look angrily at you.
I don't think
Okey-dokey.
I believe it was.
Thought it was worth a shot.
Team Roadrunner.
I wish I could tell you.
Rockabye baby.
You know, I'm starting to
Sing-
get the
can we just do a
vibe
song
that
thing?
I'm getting the vibe that they're kind of like Durant. They
Huh?
don't like their trainer. Of course, maybe not the coughing, but
Do you guys like Team Rocket? Kind of looks at him.
You say Team Rocket, they look at you.
I always get angry
Like-
when you get it wrong. Like I said,
Like
what,
kind of
what's-
like
Team
kinda like
Rugrats.
s-
They
kinda like
look at you
bobble
for a second,
around
and then
the
turn away
left.
from you.
Yeah, see, they didn't care.
What was that, Evelyn?
I was gonna say do you like Team Rocket? Like Bob once for yes and twice for no. I don't know.
They seem to stand at attention.
Do you want to like go free?
Problem. I
They are still
think
standing
they've been in
attention.
Pokeballs for a hot minute. Did you guys know that we've landed on the moon?
hmm.
Okay, can we please do this song, Raina?
Yeah, you guys might want to step somewhere else, though.
Yeah, let's. Joy, you make sure to cover your ears.
Oh, but she's going to sing. Don't I? Should I pay attention?
No, that you don't unless you want to pass out.
It's Perish Song, the Pokemon move.
Oh, it sounds lovely.
Please.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Duke away just You know, I don't
Yeah,
want
I'm gonna
him.
She's
get
like,
turn
hit
away
with
for a
that.
second.
she's like looking at you guys, and she's just kind of like, you know, like kind of like little more like motioning you guys toward the door, and then she looks to Keanu like, you know,
I'm good.
Come on, Keanu. Come on, Keanu.
It's good. I've heard her sing before. It's fine.
Keanu, please.
No.
Kiana, didn't you do this before and you covered your ears that time?
Yep.
Hey,
Why
Keanu.
not this time?
I'm covering my ears.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Hey,
Doing
Keanu.
it over here.
I think you'll be able to get a really good shot of her at the door.
No, that'd be a back shot, and all the lighting's over here. You don't know
I don't
anything
know,
about
I mean,
photography.
Shut up, Eric. Who the fuck asked you?
Long story short, do you guys cover your ears?
Yes. I'm going out the room. I'm gonna leave
Fucking
him
go
be
on with our
then.
lives.
She begins singing her Paris song. As she does, those of you who are still in the room, you guys have your hands over your ears, things of that nature. You guys feel like she's going on for quite a while, a lot longer than she normally would. I want each of you to roll me for your endurance. Since you have your ears covered, roll me with a +3.
I'll cover little Ye-Ye's ears, and he's gonna cover
Oh, Lil
my
Yaya
ears.
is fine.
Yeah, he's-
I'm putting
Lil
in
Yaya
my
has chosen not to be affected by this.
Hey. That's a 22.
Little Yaya has chosen to not be affected by this right now.
Man. Nat 20.
Okay,
Woo!
and let me roll for Joy. And without her endurance, she's fine. She has a really high endurance. Do-do-do-do.
Ah, good to know.
As
She's gonna
each, that's
take
like
a
her
lot of
best
crap.
stat. Her best stat is her endurance. Her best stat is her endurance. Anyway, but as she keeps on singing, Raina is just continually singing, and these things are staying up. She looks excited because she hasn't got to sing this much for people.
How come they're not falling asleep?
Roll
They
me
don't
for your-
have ears.
Roll me for your Pokemania. Roll me for your Pokemania, Evelyn.
If it's something as simple as they don't have fucking ears. I mean, they can hear. They can hear
Evelyn,
everything
they
else.
haven't. You know that Voltorb sometimes have an ability called Soundproof.
Oh, jeez. Well,
I unplugged my ears.
And I take my horse to the old town. No, I'm kidding.
Yay!
I don't know what else to do other than just rush through.
Rocky Raccoon. Oh.
We just wanna take
Hashtag
a
fuck
page from
blue? Yeah,
April's
fuck
book.
me. It's hashtag fuck me. It's not like I fucking knew that Raina was